On July 11, 1851, a remarkable event occurred in Whiteville, North Carolina. This small town, nestled in the southeastern part of the state, was about to witness a birth that would echo through history. The day was like any other, with the sun casting its warm glow over the fields and the townsfolk going about their daily routines, unaware of the extraordinary event unfolding in their midst. Jacob and Monimia McCoy, enslaved people on the plantation of Miles McCoy, welcomed twins. The McCoys, like many other enslaved families, lived under the harsh conditions imposed by their owners, their lives marked by toil and suffering. Yet, amidst this backdrop of oppression, the birth of their children brought a glimmer of hope and joy. However, these were no ordinary siblings. Millie and Christine McCoy were born conjoined, sharing a lower body but with two distinct heads and upper torsos. This rare condition, known as dicephalic parapagus, meant that they were physically connected in a way that few could comprehend. Their unique anatomy would shape their lives in ways that no one could have predicted. The news of their birth spread quickly, a mixture of wonder and fear greeting the arrival of the twins. In a time when medical knowledge was limited and superstitions ran high, the birth of conjoined twins was seen as both a marvel and an omen. People from neighboring towns and plantations came to see the twins, their curiosity mingled with apprehension. Their parents, already burdened by the chains of slavery, faced a new and profound anxiety. The McCoys worried about the future of their daughters in a society that viewed them as anomalies. They feared for their well-being and the potential exploitation they might face. The love they had for their children was overshadowed by the harsh reality of their circumstances. The future seemed bleak for Millie and Christine in a society where their existence was seen as an anomaly, a spectacle to be exploited. The twins were at risk of being paraded around as curiosities, their unique condition making them targets for those seeking to profit from their misfortune. The McCoys could only hope that their daughters would find some semblance of a normal life. Their early childhood was marked by the harsh realities of plantation life, their unique situation further amplifying their vulnerability. The twins grew up in an environment where every day was a struggle for survival, their conjoined state making even the simplest tasks a challenge. Yet they persevered, finding strength in each other and the love of their parents. Their parents, despite their own hardships, instilled in them a sense of love, dignity, and hope. Jacob and Monimia taught their daughters the importance of self-worth and resilience. They encouraged Millie and Christine to embrace their uniqueness and to find joy in the small moments of life. This foundation of love and support would be crucial in the years to come. Jacob and Monimia taught Millie and Christine to find solace in each other's company. The twins developed a deep bond, their shared experiences creating a connection that was unbreakable. They learned to rely on each other for comfort and strength, their relationship becoming a source of solace in a world that often seemed hostile. They sang together, their voices blending in perfect harmony, a testament to the deep connection they shared. Music became a way for them to express their emotions and to find joy amidst the hardships. Their harmonious voices would later become a symbol of their unity and resilience. Little did they know that their voices would one day captivate audiences across the globe. The twins' talent for singing would open doors for them, allowing them to transcend the limitations imposed by their condition and their status as enslaved individuals. Their journey to fame, however, would be fraught with challenges and exploitation. Despite the love that surrounded them, the shadow of slavery loomed large. The McCoys knew that their daughter's future was uncertain, and the threat of being sold or exploited was ever present. The twins' unique condition made them both valuable and vulnerable in a society that commodified human lives. At only 8 months old, Millie and Christine were taken from their parents and sold to a showman named Brower. This separation was a devastating blow to the McCoys, who had hoped to protect their daughters from the cruelties of the world. The twins' journey into the world of sideshows and exhibitions had begun, marking the start of a life filled with both opportunities and exploitation. This marked the beginning of a long and arduous journey, one that would see them paraded as curiosities and exploited for profit. Millie and Christine's lives would be shaped by the dual forces of fascination and exploitation, their unique condition making them both celebrated and objectified. Their story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring power of love and family. The sale of Millie and Christine to Brower marked the beginning of a harrowing journey for the twins. Born into slavery in 1851, their early years were fraught with unimaginable hardships. Plunged into the exploitative world of freak shows, they were stripped of their identities and reduced to mere curiosities for the entertainment of others. Their new owner saw in them not two human beings, but a lucrative business opportunity. Brower, a shrewd and unscrupulous businessman, was quick to capitalize on their unique condition. He renamed them the Two-Headed Girl and began exhibiting them at fairs and carnivals across the American South. The twins were paraded around like objects, their humanity overshadowed by the spectacle they were forced to be a part of. Their days were filled with the gawking stares of strangers, each one more curious and intrusive than the last. The crowds were relentless, always eager to catch a glimpse of the so-called marvels. Their nights were spent in cramped and uncomfortable conditions, with little regard for their comfort or well-being. The twins endured these harsh realities with a resilience that belied their young age. Brower, driven by greed, cared little for their well-being. His primary concern was the profit he could extract from their suffering. The twins were nothing more than a means to an end for him. He viewed them as a commodity, a source of income to be exploited without mercy. The more he could showcase them, the more money he could make, regardless of the toll it took on their physical and emotional health. As they grew older, Millie and Christine's fame spread. Their unique physiology and undeniable stage presence drew large crowds, eager to witness the marvel of the Two-Headed Girl. Their performances became the highlight of many fairs and carnivals, with people traveling from far and wide to see them. The twins became a sensation, their names known across the country. Yet, behind the spectacle lay a heartbreaking reality. Despite their growing fame, Millie and Christine remained enslaved, their lives controlled by men who saw them as property. Despite their growing fame, Millie and Christine remained enslaved, their lives controlled by men who saw them as property. They were denied the basic freedoms and rights that others took for granted. Their existence was a constant struggle, a fight for survival in a world that viewed them as less than human. The twins longed for a life where they could be free, where they could live with dignity and respect. They yearned for freedom, for the day when they would be treated with dignity and respect. Their spirits, however, remained unbroken, fueled by their love for each other and their innate desire for a better life. Their spirits, however, remained unbroken, fueled by their love for each other and their innate desire for a better life. Despite the adversity they faced, Millie and Christine held on to hope, dreaming of a future where they could live as free individuals, respected and valued for who they were. In 1863, a beacon of hope appeared on the horizon. President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, declaring the freedom of all slaves held in Confederate territory. While the proclamation did not immediately grant Millie and Christine their freedom, it signaled a turning point in the fight against slavery. Their situation, however, remained precarious. The Civil War raged on, and the fight for true emancipation was far from over. Millie and Christine, still under the control of their captors, could only hope that the promise of freedom would soon become a reality. As the war drew to a close, their fortunes took another turn. They were smuggled out of the South and taken to England, a country where slavery had been abolished decades earlier. Their arrival in England marked the beginning of a new chapter in their lives, one filled with newfound freedom and opportunities. Section 4, Across the Atlantic, Finding Freedom and Fame in Britain. Upon arriving in England, Millie and Christine found themselves embraced by a society that was both curious and compassionate. The streets of Victorian England, bustling with life and energy, were a stark contrast to the world they had known. Here, they were not just an oddity to be gawked at, but were welcomed with open arms by a community eager to understand and appreciate their unique talents. They were no longer viewed solely as a spectacle, but as individuals deserving of respect and dignity. The social gatherings of the time, filled with intellectuals and artists, provided a platform for Millie and Christine to showcase their abilities. They were invited to salons and soirees where their presence was celebrated and their voices were heard. Their talents, previously overshadowed by their physical condition, began to shine through. They performed in grand halls and intimate gatherings alike, their musical prowess captivating audiences. The twins' ability to harmonize and play instruments was nothing short of extraordinary, and it quickly became clear that they were more than just a curiosity. They were true artists. They came under the care of Joseph Pearson Smith, a showman with a heart. Smith saw beyond their physical appearance and recognized the potential within them. He was determined to help them develop their talents and find their place in the world. Smith recognized their intelligence, their musicality, and their thirst for knowledge. He provided them with an education that went beyond the basics, teaching them to read, write, and speak multiple languages. This education was a gateway to a world of opportunities that had previously been closed to them. He became their manager, mentor, and friend, guiding them towards a brighter future. Smith's mentorship was not just about their careers but also about their personal growth. He encouraged them to explore their interests and develop their skills, fostering a sense of independence and self-worth. Under Smith's tutelage, they received an education, learning to read, write, and speak multiple languages. This newfound knowledge opened doors for them, allowing them to communicate with a broader audience and share their story with the world. They honed their musical skills, their voices blending in perfect harmony, captivating audiences across Britain. Their performances were not just about entertainment, they were a testament to their resilience and determination. Each note they sang was a declaration of their strength and their ability to overcome adversity. Their performances were no longer mere spectacles but rather celebrations of their talent and resilience. The applause they received was not just for their music but for their journey and the obstacles they had overcome. They had transformed from curiosities into celebrated performers, earning the respect and admiration of audiences far and wide. Their fame spread throughout Europe, their story resonating with audiences who saw in them a testament to the indomitable human spirit. They traveled to various cities, each performance adding to their growing reputation. Their story was one of triumph over adversity, and it inspired countless individuals who faced their own challenges. They were no longer the two-headed girl, but Millie and Christine McCoy, talented performers and inspiring individuals who had overcome immense adversity. Their legacy was not just in their music, but in their story, a story of courage, resilience, and the power of the human spirit to rise above even the most daunting challenges. Section 5: The Two-Headed Nightingale Captivating Audiences Worldwide.